Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video about two new indicators that I've discovered in the week gone by. One of my subscribers or somebody who watches our channel had mentioned something about Nebula. So I did some indicator search and found there were two indicators with the name Nebula. And he had mentioned some other indicator as well, but I could not find it. So before I begin the video, I would just like you to read the disclaimer on the screen and also in the description below. This is the education channel. All views over here are only for educational purposes. So please watch the information provided with that in mind. All right. So let's begin with the Nebula indicator. What you see on my screen is two nebulas working. I will go ahead and make this from scratch once again. So we are currently at the Bank Nifty 5-minute chart. Let me remove all indicators. So we have a blank screen now with no indicators, only the sessions break is on, which separates the days. So what we'll go ahead and do is click on indicators and type in Nebula, Nebula. When you type in Nebula, you will get these results. The only two that we are interested in is the firing nebula and the wandering nebula. This nebula indicator is ununderstandable and the last one is locked. I think it's a paid whatever. It's not a free indicator. So let's forget about those and let's click on, I'll save this to my favorites as well, both of them. So firing nebula and wandering nebula. And the beauty is we don't need to change anything. This indicator is perfection from the word go. There are absolutely no changes required. Even before I say a word, I'm sure by just looking at the screen, you'll get to know what it's trying to tell you. At the bottom, when there's a red zone, that means the market is in correction mode. And when there's a blue zone, a solid blue means it's in a solid uptrend. On top as well, when the candles are above the cloud, it's bullish. When the candles are below the cloud, it's bearish. All right. I also try to find out what these foreign letters over here meant. Let me just search this. So this is wandering nebula, and if I just copy this and go to Google Translate and I paste this, it tells me it's a nebula walk, all right, or walking nebula. And the one at the bottom, if I go to Google and tell me to translate that, let me just go over here and copy this and translate this. It says hot nebula. So one is a walking nebula, one is a hot nebula. All right. Now, whatever that means. And if you just type in and see what nebula is, what is a nebula? Nebula is a giant cloud of dust and gas in space. All right. So this is what I think the author was trying to name. The naming convention is quite unique. Anyways, this works. I have tried. It works in all time frames. So for example, Bitcoin has been very bullish. So if we click on Bitcoin and type in like a 2-hour window, you will see in the last 10 days, less than 10 days, I think, maybe in the last 1 week, Bitcoin has grown by about 10,000 points or more than 10,000 points. All right. And that's very much reflected over here in the 2-hour chart of the wandering nebula. And it shows a solid blue at the bottom as well. Here you see prior to that was a consolidation phase. And if we click on oil, if we look at say something like a 30-minute chart of oil, it gives you mixed feelings. You see the color over here, it's a little mixed. when it comes to the trend. This Nebula is basically a very good trend identifier. Is the market bullish or bearish? And if there are mixed signals, then it mentions, oh yeah. All right, this is, you see the whole bottom has got a reddish tinge to it. That means it's a little bearish. If the whole thing is mixed but with a bluish tint, that means it's bullish. All right, let's look at gold. Gold, you see, was bearish till the 19/20th of last month, and then it's heading into a bullish phase. All right, we are watching 2-hour charts now. Silver was or is in a slightly bearish state. Let's do that with Nifty. Nifty, as you see, is all bull with slight patches of reds here and there, but the majority of it is blue, which states that it's bullish. All right, we can probably switch that to a daily view also and see. Yeah, you should look at the daily view of Nifty with this only slight red in between. Otherwise, prior to that and after that, it's all bullish. Same is the case with the mid cap. Mid cap is a solid bullish, only very little bit of red here and there. Otherwise, it's just on the daily charts, it's just one massive bullish phase. All right, there was a consolidation phase over here between the middle of 2022 to middle of 2023. Post that, it's entered into a massive bullish phase. The weekly chart of mid cap Nifty shows that evidently red and then full blue. Bank Nifty on the weekly chart is very bullish. Pin Nifty is also very bullish. Sensex also very bullish. All right, these are all the weekly charts. So let's get back to our lower time frames, like 15 minutes or 5 minutes. That is more usable for us to use on a day-to-day basis. Let's go in the middle part, 10 minutes. So on the 10 minutes chart also, if you see how well these two indicators are telling you whether the market is bullish or bearish. All right, so these again can be the only two indicators that you need. See, if you notice how indicators work, you'll realize sooner or later that they're all indicating towards more or less the same thing. The beauty is that some people like the representation of another indicator more than others. Some people like something else, some people like something else. So it depends which indicator's visual representation you like the best. But if you notice the underlying concept of most indicators, they're all showing basically the same thing. All right, in this case, I don't find anything to fault with the representation of how the author of these two indicators, I think his name is Eric, has presented this very nice way of presentation. All right, it's very simple and very simply color coded. So I would use this to generally find the market trend. I mean, I may not be using this for looking at 5 or 10 minutes. For that, I would still use the NSDT and the indicators that I've mentioned in the video prior to this. Also something like a simple Fibonacci, which is an automated Fibonacci. I will probably use that for day trading, but I would definitely use this Nebula to see the hourly trend, daily trend, weekly trend, monthly trend, because it's very simply presented in a very simple color coded way, which I think everybody will be able to understand, right? So again, we add 2 more indicators to our kitty, and we save them as favorites so that we can use them in the future as well. Very interesting 2 indicators. I suggest you also add them to your favorites and find some use for it, maybe for trend analysis. And I hope this video was of some help to you. I thank you very much for watching our videos. If you like our videos, then kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your family and friends. Subscribe to our Telegram channel as well. The link will be given in the description below. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.